Hey guys, what is up? Zero Fats here, coming at you on behalf of adventuresontheriver.com. I don't know if you guys can see me that well. I see I got the sun on my... There you go. I want to talk to you guys about benchmarks today. Okay, so basically I have a goal, right? And my goal is to make it all the way down there, to run all the way down there, all the way up that hill, all the way around those woods, all the way across that dam. There's some stairs on the other side, and all the way back around and back to here at a jog, right? That's my goal. Now, I don't feel like I'm ready to do that yet, man. In my mind, I have a belief that I'm way out of shape and I can't do that. Some of that's true, and some of that's probably limiting belief that I'm putting on myself. Now, but my goal is to get where I told you guys, all the way around this whole thing, you know, without stopping, at a jog. So that's the first step, right? Set a goal for yourself, right? But then here's the next step, right? I want to know how far I think I can get right now, right? And I think I can jog to the bottom of that hill without stopping. But before I get to that bottom of that hill, like right around the bottom of it, I'm probably gonna have to stop and take a break. That's what I'm kind of thinking. So now, when it comes to you guys, you know, not only set your goal, but kind of like in your mind, set how far you think you can go. Goal is to hit $1 million in a year. That's great, set it. And then tell yourself, how much do you think you can make in a year, realistically, right? And that's kind of like your belief right now. That's your belief. Now, you know my belief is to get to the bottom of that hill. But I'm gonna find something out about myself today. I wanna know what the real is, what the reality of it is. So I'm gonna bring you guys with me. Let's go. Okay, so here's how far I can make it. Not even to the bottom of the hill. Not even to that bottom of that hill. Not even to the bottom of the hill. It means a couple things. Number one, I overestimate myself, right? That's gonna help me believe that I can do things. But it's also bad because it kind of makes me believe that I'm better than I really am. So, overconfidence. Fact is, I'm not as good as I think I am. And I have more work to do than I thought I did to get to the place that I want to be. Now, I would have never known any of that unless I would have got started and just went for it, right? I went for it and I failed, right? Now that might be a lot of you guys. So what do you do when you get to that point? You take action and then you fail. Well, I think it's important to remember that you didn't fail. You fell short of your goal. There's a difference. Failing insinuates that you're stopping. Falling short of your goals is different. It's more like you examine the data, you know what I mean? So for me, saying my goal is to get all the way around this thing without stopping, thinking I could make it to the bottom of the hill, and then when I actually did it, I only made about half as far as I thought I was gonna make it. A lot of you guys might be the opposite. A lot of you guys out there might think you're only gonna make it half as far. A lot of you guys might think you're only gonna make it half as far, and you actually make it twice as far. And the point is, you don't know until you try. You're never gonna know until you try. And if you don't try, you have failed. You have failed before you even started. I got a long way to go, man. I'm way out of shape. Not only am I way out of shape, but it's even worse than I thought. I can only make it about half as far as I thought I could. That's overconfidence, man. I learned something about myself. Now that overconfidence, it's probably not just hurting my physical, what do you call it? My physical attributes. It probably bleeds over in other aspects of my life. Probably bleeds over in my business too. I probably think I'm bigger than I actually am. And what that's doing is that's keeping me from exploring opportunities and options, because I might not be as hungry as I should be. I'm not as hungry as I should be because I think I'm better than I really am. You know what I'm saying? The whole point of the exercise is to get to know yourself better, truly what you're capable of. Not just what you think you're capable of, but truly what you're capable of. Where you really are at right now, what you can really do. And it's not just about like what you can really do. It's about understanding why you thought the way you did, right? Like me, I needed to know, I needed to know that I was overconfident. I needed to know what was really gonna happen so I can understand better why I thought the way I did. I thought I could make it to the bottom of the hill. Not even close, bro. Not even close. I'm not as good as I think I am. I got a lot of work to do. So, how do you guys think you could apply stuff like this to your business? What if you haven't even gotten a business started? What if you're just like stuck in like information sponge mode and you're just like sucking up all this information and you haven't even started doing anything yet? What if that's you? How could you apply some of the stuff I'm talking about right now to get you started and to move you forward and to help you succeed? Because if you think about it, if you buy a course and it says, hey, I'm going to make you money in 30 days, boom, right? Well, what happens when you get to 30 days and you're not making money, Because you already got the goal. I mean, the goal is to make, whatever, to make my first dollar online within 30 days, right? Or to make my first paycheck online within 30 days. You pretty much got it, man. The sales page almost gave you the goal, right? You just had to fill in a little tiny couple of details, This sales page says I can make, I can be quitting my job within 60 days. Boom, you already got the goal, don't you? Well, I mean, I should be able to make whatever I'm making on a paycheck within 60 days, right? That's the goal right there. Now, you gotta look in your mind, you gotta put the sales page away, you gotta put the hype away, you gotta look in your mind and you gotta say, okay, what do I believe I can do within 60 days? I know the system. I see how it works. What do I believe I can do? Forget what the sales page says. What do I believe I can do? You know? Forget what this guy says. Let me stop living off of his confidence. Let me think about my confidence. Let me think about what I believe I'm capable of. All right, then you write that down, okay? So you know. And it's okay if it's 0. If it's 0, it's okay. If you don't believe you can make anything, then it's okay. Be true to yourself. Unto thine own self be true, right? If that's $100, put down $100. You know, if it's $50, put down $50. If it's, you know, whatever the sales page said, then roll with it, you know. And then jump on it. Do it for 60 days and see, you know, where you're truly at. Because I guarantee you, you're going to learn something about yourself in those 60 days. And you're going to figure out where you're really at, where you thought you were at, and you already know where you're trying to get to. But you're going to better understand how to get there after you know yourself a little bit better, right? Me and the example back there, you know, I'm overconfident, dude. And it's probably not just physical fitness. It's probably everything. I think confidence is great, but I think overconfidence is stupid. That's what I think, you know? So I think in some ways I'm stupid, you know? I'm arrogant and egotistical, you know? And I think that's hurting my business. And I can be honest about it, you know what I mean? And that's up to me to fix it. I gotta decide how to rein in my overconfidence and how to make moves and decisions that's gonna help my business. I need to take my overconfidence and push it out of the way so that I can help myself. Anyways, I'm at the park getting a little exercise in, and that's all I got. If you like this video, please like, please share, please subscribe. Thank you all. I'll see you in the members area, adventuresontheriver.com. Peace.